For years, I thought the dream home gym setup was simple. A full rack of dumbbells neatly organized, just like in a commercial gym. But then I got the NUOBELL dumbbells, and here's the crazy part. Something on this changed how I train so much at home, and I honestly think, I don't know, I'm never gonna come back to a commercial gym. But before I tell you what that is, let me explain why I was so against the adjustable dumbbells in the first place. So I hated how clunky all adjustable dumbbells felt like. Rewind a few years back, almost all adjustable dumbbells felt clunky to me. And not to mention ugly. You know, like, to be honest, the power block, yeah, block. It's so blocky. The power block is literally just like a rectangular box that you lift with. And not to mention the bow flex. Like, that is not for me. And it isn't even durable anyway. So I'm lucky I avoided that situation. The adjustable dumbbells looked cheap and it doesn't look like it's gonna last me a long time. It's much better to get a nice urethane, chrome, or even regular metallic dumbbells.
Let me rewind back to 2021. This is the start of my home gym journey. One piece of kettlebell, couple of resistance bands, and an adjustable bench from Amazon. And then I'm starting to look at different dumbbells. I wanted the urethane or the chrome dumbbells. At that time, 2021, it's not easy to get. By the way, this is the peak of pandemic and it's super crazy here in Japan. All gyms are closed, super strict. Even if there was a gym, there's just so many things to follow. Put a mask on, and honestly, I was really dizzy if I ever have to do that kind of thing. So here comes the adjustable dumbbells. That makes more sense because the space limitations in Japan is so absurd. The typical dining room, living room setup in an apartment probably is like a normal bedroom back in the States. Like a whole dumbbell rack is not even an option for me. And by the way, the Bowflex Iron Masters, even if I wanted to get those things, it's just harder to import at this time. So I went ahead and bought the Nüobells, just one piece of dumbbell, I remember. And I had to work with one piece because I'm not sure if I'm gonna invest in both pairs right away because it's quite pricey. But I remember the unboxing memory. It was kind of premium. It was heavy.
This was really good because it felt like actual dumbbells. It's not really clunky at all. It surprised me because the feel in the hand, it mimics exactly what it's supposed to feel on a regular dumbbell.
The adjustment seems easy and I wasn't really worried about the durability or the wobble. It really felt like it's a stable dumbbell. My expectations were that it can last a few years, maybe a couple of years, 1 or 2. Compared to now, the reality, I've been using it for almost 5 years. Let's talk about how I've been using them. The frequency of use basically is from 4 to 5 times a week. The maximum I train is maybe five times in 5 years. That is everything that covers training. I've done powerlifting, bodybuilding, functional training, hybrid athlete training, whatever you call that. It's just a mix of plyometrics, cardio, bodybuilding, and yeah, multiple types of lifts, presses, rows, curls, squats, lunges, anything. I basically had to do every sort of movement with what I have in order for me to keep my muscle and maintain what I had, and hopefully the pandemic will finish. And lo and behold, they became my daily driver, my partners. It's not just a backup anymore. I quickly bought another piece and I even bought the stand. At that time, I was in a different house. I'm still building my forever home, which I am living at right now. So I'll show you some wear and tear, of course, the build quality and durability. There are scratches, some dust that build up even though I wiped it. It's hard to maintain because some areas are so small and you can't really get into those areas easily. The adjustment dial still works, but it's significantly noisier and also a little bit slower to adjust. It's just tighter overall, and I'm not sure if oil will fix it or just make it worse, so I'm just gonna leave it as is. Looseness, maybe no. Wobble is significant. I think it didn't become worse. It had a little bit of a wobble from the start, and that didn't bother me because I like how it feels much more than the other adjustable dumbbells. I would trust them at heavy loads because I've tried it at max effort, 36 kilograms. in each hand, and I was doing bench presses. Didn't feel like it's gonna break or fall down on my face, which is good. And after 4 years, it's still the same. Nothing changed. With regards to training experience and the ergonomics, the way the machine works, it's very fast. The weight change feels amazing in practice, in real life, just like handling a motorcycle throttle. You just turn and turn and turn the handle. The balance is okay compared to fixed dumbbells. I know the newer version is a little bit top heavy, so I don't think I'm gonna get that. But yeah, it's good for supersets because it's super easy to change. Huge caveat, it is not great for dropping. I think everybody that looked into Nuobells know that you're not supposed to drop him. And honestly, why would you do that? I'm not a weak little bitch that drops the weight as soon as I'm fatigued. I can still rack it properly. So if you're talking about value and cost over time, I paid about 35 to 40,000 yen. I would say total price that I paid for this is about 90,000 yen. I'll put the US dollars equivalent in the screen. And versus the current pricing right now, it's really high. So I'm glad I went and did that ahead of time. Did they pay for themselves? Absolutely. I've been using it every single week until now. So worth the money. Compared to a gym membership or buying fixed dumbbells, I'm not sure about fixed dumbbells. I'm not a fan anyway. It's the same for me. I'd rather do a space saving one that has a good mechanism and I can bring to, like, if I put it in a truck and I can bring it somewhere else. It's easier if I give it to somebody else. Did I save money by doing that? I'm not sure if I saved money on the first 2 years, but now I can say I did. Comparisons would be like, right now there's too many. There's too many alternatives, different companies coming out, the knockoffs of the mechanism. They started it, but now there's a lot of options for you. So I'm not gonna go into that in here, but know that it is still a competitive option. The Nuobells is an absolutely great piece of equipment. A special mention would be the Iron Masters because that feels like it's bomb proof, but it's just slower to change the weight. I don't prefer that, and also I don't prefer the Rep X Pepin dumbbell because of how it looks. It's like your hand is in a cage. I'd rather imitate what a real fixed dumbbell looks like. What is my buyer's recommendation for you? Of course, home gym lifters. If you're serious about strength training, anything lifting, longevity, if you want to train, now is the time, and buy the Nuobells, the old version. I don't care about the new one. This is still a great piece. It's not really good for people who drop their weights. I know some friends who like to do that. I'm not doing that, and you shouldn't either. Just be careful with all your equipment because that's your money. Also, if you're the kind of lifter who prefers lower reps, high heavy loads, it's hard if you're gonna rely on the Nuobells for that. It's a different type of dumbbells. Lighter work, maybe more focused on bodybuilding movements is better. What I didn't expect and surprises after 4 years, probably I didn't expect the mechanism to last this long. Honestly, I didn't expect the weight range to feel limiting. I didn't expect that it would be okay for me to just maximize the weight capacity until 36 kilograms. I thought eventually I'd need more than that, but not really. I found other ways to train. If mine broke today and I would have to buy another set of adjustable dumbbells, would I reinvest in the Nuobells or switch to a different one? I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. And it depends on the price. Tariffs right now are crazy. Import, export, the whole shebang. It's difficult to get something here in Japan. I have to look into all the options, but of course, Nuobells would always be in the top three. So that is it for today's video. Which adjustable dumbbells would you pick? Watch some of my latest YouTube videos if you want more equipment reviews. I've done the Anchor Pro cable, portable cable system, and yeah, watch the latest home gym mistake videos, my top dumbbell exercises that I'd recommend for building muscle. With this, guys, it's been fun. That's all I have for you today. It's Kevin from Home Gym Gains, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.